clothes, leisure wear and lingerie, and all at prices far less than you would pay in city stores. It's one of the largest stores of its kind in the country. It's Boundary Mill Stores, now open down here, at downtown on the A1 at Grantham.
Listen, old chap, I should talk to your vet about flea treatment. Oi, mate, Frontline kills fleas and ticks fast and lasts for weeks and weeks.
Hey, love, Frontline kills fleas on cats as well.
Frontline can even be used on young kittens.
The word is spreading. Frontline, fast and lasting flea treatment available on prescription from your vet.
Dear Volkswagen, I can't stop imagining what my girlfriend's been up to. 2 weeks ago, she arrived home with a brand new Polo. When I questioned her about it, she insisted it only cost £7,760. What sort of fool does she take me for? Everyone knows they're expensive. I dread to think how she got hold of the money. Please, send me some written proof so I can confront her. I've got to know. I'm at my wit's end. Yours desperately, Kevin Morris.
Central is sports.
Euro 96. The teams, the players, the issues. What are England's chances? Can Scotland take the trophy? Can either match the power of the Dutch, Italians and Germans? From the ITV team, the team who know football, Euro 96, the countdown, starts tonight at 10:40 on Central.
Now on Central, Sharpe.
Good evening. Tonight you're going to see the ITV drama premiere. The programme starts in just a few moments. So if you hurry, you've just got time to finish that phone call, put the dishes away, say goodnight to the toddlers, close the upstairs window, push the cat aside, and settle down on the sofa. If the tea isn't brewed yet, bring the teapot in with you. You can finish that crossword later, because it's time for tonight's ITV drama premiere, in association with Midland Bank.
Aside! We're here to measure the fight. You can't measure the fight!
But you can book in advance. Legoland Windsor.
Now that is good. If I'm not mistaken, that's Kenko's new coffee house aroma. How did you know it was Kenko? Let's just say we're both experts in aromatherapy.
With its new coffee house aroma, Kenko tastes as good as it smells.
With Cheltenham and Gloucester mortgages, there are no valuation fees, no application fees. They don't insist you buy their buildings and contents insurance. They don't sell endowment policies. In fact, their mortgages have absolutely no strings attached. But what's really exceptional is that they come with up to £7,500 in cash as a gift. And because C&G mortgages are also available at Lloyd's Bank, they're even easier to get hold of. Ring 0800 333 900 and see how Cheltenham and Gloucester is run to make you richer.
Today in Britain, there's a type of scavenger. Like a hyena, it preys on the defenseless. It shows no compassion towards its victims. Most car crimes are committed by opportunists. If your car hasn't got adequate security, you're making it easier for them. Leave it unlocked, and they're laughing. Car crime. Together, we'll crack it.
We come in peace.
We come to drink your brains.
Grains S.A., a frighteningly good pint.
Someday I'm gonna write the story of my life. I'll tell about the night we met and how my heart can forget the way you smiled at me. The sorrow when our love was breaking up, the memory of a broken heart. Then later on the joy of making up, never, never more to part. There's one thing left to do before my story's through. I've got to take you for my wife, so the story of my life can start and end with you.
How on earth did we end up with this heap?
Just get the bags, Bob.
We'll never make that plane, sir.
Nonsense. Our carriage awaits.
Right. We need some cash.
Barclay card? You're not in Macclesfield now, Boff.
You can use Barclay card in cash machines all over the world.
Airport?
All you need is your PIN number.
No es mi coche, mano. Yo no te puedo llevar. Además, se ve se arregla con el ruletas.
And thankfully, all the instructions are in English.
Sí, muy bien.
Good. Right then.
Sí.
There we are. Couldn't be simpler.
Okay, let's go.
Well, sir, I managed to...
Come on, Bob. Chop, chop.
Sí.
Ready, sir.
Adiós, amigo.
So, Bob, any cash with that Barclay card of yours?
Someone can save you a third on selected sun care. Who can? Boots.
To learn how to make tires that corner as safely as possible. Goodyear Formula One tires are tested as dangerously as possible.
You can use your Barclay card in cash machines all over the world.
All you need is your PIN number.
To order your PIN number, phone 0800 001020.
Sun Alliance. Together, we make Sun Alliance.
Ma'am, we understand you're in touch with people from the other side.
Di! Di! Put these away for me, Di.
Is it true you're in touch with the other side?
Oh, yes. Oh, Mrs. Jones, Seven's the post. They may be in a faraway place now, but that's no problem for me.
Can you demonstrate your ability to contact the others?
If you like.
You use a mobile phone?
Oh, yes. With the Vodafone digital network, you see, I can easily reach people on the other side. Or Festiniog, Betrasacoid, Llanfair, Pwllgwyngyr, Goger, Gwynrobert, Llantysilio, Go, all over the place. Gwyneth, I've a couple of funny city folk here. Could you have a word?
I guess we'll have to keep on looking.
The Vodafone network. You are not alone.
Old 5-year wood stain. It's extraordinarily hardy.
There's one building society that's helped more people get to where they want to go than any other. Get a little extra help from the Halifax.
Driving away a new car is easier than you think. Watch carefully. This man's about to take a brand new Nissan off this forecourt in broad daylight. And so could you. With Nissan's no pounds down deal, you can lease a brand new car from as little as £149 a month, with no deposit. Think you can't afford a new car? You can with a Nissan.
Come to Futuroscope. Come inside the world of the moving image. Step into the future and enjoy thrills that will take your breath away. At Futuroscope, you'll be right in the picture, inside the third dimension. Futuroscope, the European park of the moving image, on the Paris-Bordeaux motorway in France, near Poitiers. An experience you mustn't miss.
Put your glad rags on. Join me, honey.
Tomorrow only, wake up to the original Debenhams 12-hour Spectacular. Incredible bargains throughout the store. The Debenhams 12-hour Spectacular. Millions of pounds off thousands of things. Come and discover the difference. The difference is Debenhams.
I'm sorry you're going, Father.
Surely you, Maria, have something you'd like to tell me.
No.
No forbidden pleasures? No indulgences?
No.
Because war's too good to be true is virtually fat-free, the purest pleasure is no longer a sin.
Suddenly, the Olympic Games are just around the corner, and the words "on time" are more important than ever. So it should come as no surprise that the official express delivery company of the 1996 Olympic Games is UPS. UPS guarantees worldwide express delivery, on time or your money back. Isn't that the sort of track record you look for when the clock is ticking for you?
What's the big deal?
There's one free 5-litre can of do-it-all masonry paint for every 3 you buy.
But don't forget the funny handshake.
Get your free money. Free money.
If you was giving away £5 notes every day, you'd expect a queue, wouldn't you? We all like something for nothing. Well, it's the same with BT's Friends and Family scheme. Now it's free to join. And you get 10% off of all calls to your 5 favourite numbers. Just ring 0800 800 020 with your 5 numbers now. It's that simple. Millions have done it already.
Get your free money.
So, if you haven't, do it now.
Thank you for watching the ITV drama premiere in association with Midland Bank.
You may like to know that the official book, videos and the music from Sharpe are available in the shops now. For more information or to order direct, see text page 608.
If you're playing to win, there's no point in coming second.
You can bring in 30 grand. You're on board.
You just don't have what it takes, honey.
Next week there's going to be another Ellington in the promotions business.
He's got me over a barrel.
Isn't there something you can take for that?
You can choose your friends. You can choose the people you do business with, but you can't choose your family. Ellington, Thursday at 9 on Central.
Side impact bars, computer design safety cell, front and rear crumble zones. Well, everyone needs looking after.
Right, tea break over. Yeah, where's Bob?
You know what he's had for breakfast?
In the bag.
Get the motor running. Weetabix has got enough whole wheat goodness to help keep you going all morning long.
Oi, Bob! Blimey, you had some too?
Weetabix. Once we've started you, there's no stopping you.
You're more nervous than your daughter.
What if my diarrhea comes back?
You took the Imodium, didn't you?
Yes, but just one dose.
Well,
For most people, one dose of Imodium is usually as effective as several doses of traditional remedies.
Dad, a simple toast will be enough.
Imodium, designed to stop diarrhea with one dose.
I bought this pair and I got these free sunglasses.
I'll take mine everywhere.
On holiday.
Free prescription sunglasses with full UV protection from Vision Express.
Cake bars baked in tiny individual tins, revealed Mr. Kipling. Another of his big ideas. He does make exceedingly good cakes.
Can you ever really trust the people you know?
Suddenly I'm a liar.
Can you ever really know the people you love?
We don't know who your husband was. He was not this Jack Saunders.
A web of lies, a deadly stranger and shocking truths become a waking nightmare. Goldie Hawn stars in Deceived, Saturday at 9 on Central. Now on Central, news at 10.
ITN News at 10 with Julia Somerville.
Blair orders his shadow cabinet stop the squabbling. The daring raid that rescued 4 British hostages. Britain in a spin as Europe keeps the beef ban. And a little bit of pop history finally comes to light. Good evening. The Labour leader Tony Blair laid down the law to his shadow cabinet tonight about all the stories of splits and feuds between them. He told them that loose talk and gossip could even cost Labour the election. He insisted on absolute standards of professionalism. Conservative Central Office said whatever Mr. Blair did, it wouldn't disguise the truth that members of the shadow cabinet loathed each other. Our political correspondent Hugh Pym reports.
Tony Blair has conceded that the intense speculation around Westminster about high-level Labour splits was damaging the party. At the meeting it holds every week, the shadow cabinet was told by the leader tonight the gossip's gone too far. He called for colleagues' comments. No one challenged him. Labour sources said they agreed with Mr Blair to draw a line under recent events and get their act together. All that after John Prescott had publicly questioned the Shadow Chancellor Gordon Brown's plan to widen the role of the Treasury. And a press conference called to launch Labour's youth training initiative had been dominated by questions about rifts, including the reported falling out between Mr Brown and Labour's campaign manager Peter Mandelson, questions dismissed by Tony Blair.
I don't think I've read so much drivel as has been talked about in the last few days. I mean, there is a deep ideological split in the Conservative Party. I'm well aware that certain people in the media want to say, well, the Labour Party is just a split. This is nonsense.
An invited audience of teenagers heard Labour's plans for a new skills training programme and a young people's task force to work on crime prevention projects. But the Tories were highlighting what they claimed were deep policy differences.
We have Gordon Brown wishing to scrap child benefit for the 16 to 18-year-olds, others in the Labour Party wishing to keep it, Chris Smith wanting to extend unemployment benefit to 12 months, Gordon Brown wanting to cut it.
What may be worrying for Tony Blair is that this isn't the first time he's had to lay down the law to the shadow cabinet. Earlier calls for discipline, it seems, were not enough to prevent the latest very public airing of policy differences and personality clashes. Hugh Pym, News at 10, Westminster.
The 4 young British biologists held hostage for 4 months in a remote province of Indonesia were dramatically rescued by Indonesian troops today and should be safely out of the jungle in the next few hours. All are said to be well. They'd been held by the separatist Free Papua movement in Irian Jaya, where they were studying plants in a proposed nature reserve. Adrian Britton has the full story.
Members of the Free Papua movement, the guerrilla unit which kidnapped the hostages and forced them to march across mountainous rainforests to elude army patrols. The Irian Jaya province is one of the most inhospitable terrains in the world. The Indonesian special forces mounted their rescue operation by helicopter. Shots were fired at the soldiers who freed the 4 British, 2 Dutch and 3 Indonesian hostages. 2 other Indonesians are still being held.
How they got away with the other 2, I don't know. But the good news is that they've succeeded and they got 9 out of 11 out, and with a bit of luck. It will be nice to think that tomorrow we shall hear the other 2 have been rescued too.
The 4 Cambridge graduates, William Oates, Anna McIver, Daniel Start and Annette Vanderkolk, are spending their final night in the mountains. They're under armed guard and will be airlifted to Jakarta tomorrow. Throughout their capture, they had managed to send letters home via the Red Cross.
And all the indications from her letters have been that they have managed to keep their spirits up very well and have been very strong and very supportive of each other.
Well, we've obviously had sort of some very bad moments, but I've always felt that they would come back.
The botanist David Bellamy was one of the last persons to see them before their kidnapping.
Well, I met them by accident. I was on Surabaya Airport in Indonesia, and these 4 fantastic people jumped out and said, "We're your students, we're just off to Lawrence." And then I got this postcard, and I know what they're going to say when I meet them. Look, I'm awful sorry we've let you down. We've spent the money and we haven't done all the work.
The Foreign Office is attributing the safe release of the hostages to patient diplomacy and the professional efforts of the Indonesian authorities. The 4 Britons are said to be well considering their ordeal and should be home by the weekend. Adrian Britton, News at 10 at the Foreign Office.
The first break in the European ban on British beef was postponed for another 5 days at least today. Veterinary experts didn't even vote on a proposal which would have allowed the export of byproducts like gelatin and tallow. The Germans, in particular, still aren't convinced that Britain's doing enough to eradicate mad cow disease. Here's our Europe correspondent, Jonathan Munro.
Britain's chief vet did his best to shoo away his problems today, but it wasn't to be.
Hello, how are you?
Despite the joviality, his delegation did not succeed in forcing any concessions on the export ban. Germany, Greece and Austria remain implacably opposed and sent him away to rework his plans yet again before they reconvene on Monday.
We've got to carry on the dialogue. Hopefully we'll get a result on Monday morning. We seem to be no nearer than we were